Why do bad things happen to good people? I think it's a very interesting question because, I know lots of really, really lovely people. And of course, as life would have it, bad things do happen to us. And so why is that? Because I think we're taught from a young age that, you have to be good and do good things and tell the truth and be honest and your life will be good. And then we realise when we get older, actually, that, bad things still happen to us. Yeah, I remember being told as well in school,
Go on.
That, if you're nice to people, you should treat people how you want to be treated. And I was always so nice to people and I still got bullied in school. So it's like, I could never understand why people were so mean to me.
You see, in your premise, saying why do bad things happen to good people, it seems to imply that bad things shouldn't happen to good people. The bad things should only happen to bad people.
Yeah.
But bad things do happen to bad people and good things happen to bad people. It seems to imply that there should be some kind of a structure or an order.
Yeah.
That it isn't just random chaos.
The random chaos, yeah.
And this, to me, kind of goes, well, it is random. I mean, good things happen to good people, don't they?
Yeah, lots of good stuff happens to us as well.
Does that mean then that bad stuff shouldn't happen at all, ever, to good people? Is that realistic?
No, of course not. Yeah.
So, to me, that thinking implies that there is somebody, a god or the universe
deity.
or deity, somebody at the wheel, somebody driving, somebody in control of things that got laws, that got structure, and that when
smite Paul now, we're going to smite him.
And when bad things happen to good people, it kind of goes, hold on a minute, I thought like there was somebody in charge of all this. Why is that happening? That's contradictory to what should be happening.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah. But people often ask the question, why do bad things always happen to me? And I think
that's a different thing.
It's dangerous.
Because you included the word always there.
Yeah. But you hear that a lot.
You hear it.
You hear people saying that a lot. And it's just not true, sure, isn't it?
No, that's like persecution complex, which we touched on in a previous video. It's that they notice when bad things happen.
Yeah.
And say, this is more of it. It's happened again.
Yeah.
It's me. I'm unlucky.
This is my luck. How is it? Every time I go to, every time I'm in a hurry in the car or anything happens, then, boom, this effer is in front of me.
Yeah.
And they only come out, when I'm on the road.
But as well as that, when bad things do happen to good people, you hear people say, they don't deserve that.
Yes, yeah, actually.
So, does that imply again, like that there is that you earn the right for good things to happen?
Yeah, it does.
It does imply.
Yeah,
it shouldn't,
certainly.
though. Because
so is that a religious belief then?
It's yes,
where
religion or it's a superstition that we expect. But to me, a lot of religion is about control. You play by the rules. You do this, this, and this, and everything will be okay. And it's to control people.
Yes, to keep order.
Yeah, so that we won't go all balubas all over the place. But but
it actually created more madness, in my opinion.
Yeah. But Richard Dawkins in a book called The God Delusion. Have a read. It was a very interesting book. He would have argued that if you are an atheist and you don't believe in God, it doesn't mean that you're a bad person. You don't just kind of go, there's no God, there's no rules. So I can go out and kill, rape, pillage and plunder, steal things. He goes, hold on a minute, I'm an atheist. I don't want to do any of those things.
Yeah.
So you don't need a religion, you don't need a God, you don't need an omniscient being, omnipresent being that's got all these rules that you need to come. You don't need that. You can be your own God.
Yeah, well, I definitely think that there is, a strong power within us all. I think it's part of the entire universe. It's just as much a part of us as individual human beings as it is of, everything in nature, And I think that the thing that we have that's different to animals and other things, of course, is our mind, our ability to create, the life we want and to project that out. Because I think our lives is just a projection of how we are on the inside or what we think we're entitled to. Because I love watching people. It's one of my favourite pastimes, actually. I'm not a voyeurism
people watcher
or anything, that kind of thing. But I do like to watch people sometimes, or even when I'm driving along in the car and I notice people passing me by, because either look really sad or stressed or whatever, and I wonder what's going on in their lives, you know, or you see somebody laughing and it brings you joy, you know. It's incredible how other people's emotions can,
they're going to affect you,
rub off on you a bit.
To me, it makes perfect sense, because I'm always talking about the fact that your subconscious will always dump a huge amount of data into your awareness about every situation you find yourself in. So if you see somebody's happy, your mind goes, tell you everything you know about being happy, and then you feel happy.
Yeah.
And similarly sad. It makes us empathetic as people.
Yeah. Provided you're not a psycho, of course, and you don't feel empathy.
Yes. Yeah. I was listening to a thing this morning. You were talking about us setting us apart from the animals.
Yeah.
That one of the things, the guy was talking about aging, and that you're not entirely useless when you get old. In fact, you are a highly important member of the community, because now not only do you have the wisdom of years and life maturity and experience, but now you've got time to do the things with that. Whereas when you're younger, you don't. But a lot of younger people, especially men, would pride themselves on their physical prowess. I'm a big, strong man. So obviously that's not going to last, or looks are not going to last.
That's for women, yeah.
And men. But wisdom is an intelligence, because it kind of go, if you judge yourself just by your physical prowess, I'm big and strong. Well, there are lots of animals that are bigger and stronger than I am. Does that mean that they're better?
Yes, there's some really strong gorillas out there.
Yes. And they're friends of mine. I get on really well with them.
Oh my God.
They're at my level. I like them.
Jesus.
Me and the boys, we get on. Just because they're hairy, you can't discriminate against them.
Okay.
They think I'm an oddity with this head.
Yeah.
But
they're very inclusive of
yes,
you, Paul.
You mentioned the word superstition. And superstition has always been around, but it's interesting the way that religion has hijacked superstition in a way. Do you know, in Ireland, especially in previous generations, I don't think anybody bothers a whole lot, any of the young, the rosary, send the rosary. The rosary is a repetitive prayer.
Yeah.
You get 5 decades of the rosary, there's 3 different sets of 5 decades, and they're like 10 Hail Marys, you know, start with Our Father, and then, what was it, Glory be to the Father.
Yeah.
So, people say the rosary, and it would have been a thing that was said in Irish households every Sunday night or whatever, and that horrible thing, what it was called. They don't bother with it anymore. But one of the origins of the rosary is, back in ancient times in Ireland, if somebody was going to go across a body of water, say an inlet of the sea, they would say this prayer. This is before Christianity, before anything. It was like a kind of a long-winded prayer that they would have to say word perfect. It was to the god of the sea or the sky or whatever. And if they said it word perfect, then they would take that as a good omen. It's safe to go across this body of water.
Wow.
If they messed up, stuttered or stammered over it, they'd have to start at the beginning again.
Oh my God.
And if after a period of time they just couldn't, it's not safe to cross.
Yeah, you're not going anywhere.
So that was a superstition.
Wow.
And if that superstition made people feel safe, in the same way people kind of thought, said the rosary, got to be happy about that, we'll be safe.
Yeah.
He won't blight us with anything or smite us.
Isn't it funny, like, and you would be, I remember years ago feeling really worried because Friday the 13th was coming up.
Oh, yeah.
And something bad always happened on Friday the 13th.
There you go, there was the always word there.
Always again, yeah.
I remember before I was in this profession, different job I was in, and I'd gone the whole day, and no problem, coming home in the car, and guy on the radio happened to mention, oh, it's Friday the 13th, anything bad happened to you? And I go, God, I never really noticed it was Friday the 13th. At that moment, the guy who was parked in a lorry in front of me slapped it into reverse instead of forward and reversed over the front of my car.
Oh, Jesus!
I don't, it's not because it's Friday the 13th.
Did I just draw that to me?
Did I just draw that to me? Damn you on the radio.
Oh my God.
Shouldn't have been listening to you. Lost the front of my car.
Or some people believe that bad things happen to you in threes. You know?
What are you up in a tree for anyway?
I don't know.
Don't be climbing.
They come in threes. No,
Oh, you know this thing.
T-H-R-E,
You know this thing.
yes.
Touch wood.
Yeah, touch wood or throw salt over your shoulder. All of these kind of things.
But again, they go back to ancient superstitions.
Yeah.
Witchcraft, Wicca, all of that kind of thing. The
Voodooism.
salt. Yeah, people would put sprinkle salt around the salt
Yeah.
circle to keep out bad
Yeah,
spirits.
for purity and everything.
Yeah. Garlic to keep away vampires. I don't know if there's many vampires in your community where
Well,
you
there's
grew
one
up.
right here.
You can't see him.
spot the vampire.
So, in your estimation, do bad things happen to good people?
Yeah.
And is that a problem?
Good or bad? What is it? Good luck, bad luck? Actually, yeah, we're probably don't have time. Do I tell a little story?
Go on.
Good luck and bad luck. There was
I'll
this
let it
man
out if it's not good.
who caught this horse, right, a wild horse, and he thought he was very lucky to catch the horse. But then he was trying to train the horse and break him in, and he broke his back. So then the next thing, he said, oh my God, I was very unlucky to get that horse. You know, I'm after breaking me back. Now I'm laying up in the bed. Then the next thing, the army came looking for the young man, and of course he was incapacitated because he'd broken his back off the horse. He thought, geez, I'm very lucky I wasn't called away to war. So the moral of the story is it good luck or is it bad luck that he got this wild horse, you know, in the end? Because the horse became very famous and won loads of races and made loads of money. Done
Right.
as well. So the story goes on, I suppose, you know.
There's a few other chapters.
Yeah, there's several
It's like
more chapters.
It's like
to
the
it.
rosary.
It's a bit like the rosary. But the moral of the story is that, you know, bad things happen to you, but sometimes it can have a very good result.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely. In the
Don't know
end.
how I feel about that.
Yeah.
We're happy headers. We'll talk to you soon.
Thanks a million, guys.